Right in the middle.
Oh,
Do you want to read us your I Have a Dream speech, Taylor?
I think this kind of commitment to spend your life doing a line of work really comes from your childhood. It has to start early on. So for me, my father was a powerful role model. He grew up with a single mom who raised him on welfare and went on to great educational success, went to Harvard on a scholarship, and his story just served really as a testament to the power of education and also the power of support. He always made it clear that it wasn't about him being so special or different, but that every child had the potential if a community of individuals invest in that child.
I've known Emily for many years, and she, over several conversations, dinners, etc., she expressed her vision to help children and help the community in San Francisco.
Opportunity Impact came about in 2007, midway through the year. Mike Heffernan offered the financial support to get us started and really set no parameters on the money. His financial commitment was just to invest in an idea, knowing that I wanted to get something off the ground to work with youth. So initially spent about 6 months researching youth services in San Francisco to try and determine an area that was not being met of need and determine that youth in public housing were still not accessing services in the city.
I'm not sure. Let's see, Mr. Raven, what is special and really significant about next week?
So Opportunity Impact is serving youth that live in public housing. They're from low-performing schools, and most of them have learning disabilities or have not been able to identify a successful learning style.
We provide comprehensive after-school programming to kids in public housing. In terms of vision, we have, I think what is unique for this organization is that we have a long-term vision for our kids. This is a 5-year model. We're investing long-term in them. We're not thinking about what change will happen tomorrow, but really what skills and changes will happen with them in the next 5 years. When they leave and they're prepared to go into high school, which will be a very challenging time for them, are they ready to be self-sufficient, self-governing, and do they have the skills to take on that challenge?
The main thing we want to do for the kids at Opportunity Impact is to really set them on the course to, a happy, healthy adult life. We really want to open up opportunities to them and just free them from any obstacles, barriers they face so that they can choose for themselves the life they want. That may mean college, it may not mean college, but, we want them to be equipped to make the decision for themselves.
We are trying to offer services that allow for students to be on or above grade level and able to fully navigate through a school system that usually doesn't offer them a lot of resources. So we would like for our students to graduate after completing 4th through 8th grade with us.
So what we want to do most at Opportunity Impact is really open the doors for children to design and believe in and create their own future. And that begins with being able to envision something outside their own experience and be able to plan for a future that they envision for themselves.
Youth that live in public housing where safety and violence, drugs, alcohol, and mental disease are really prevalent, are really seemed as a no zone, don't enter area. And we're taking that on in a way that is really natural, which is love, passion, vision, and goal oriented. And I think that that's really relevant to any project or program or task that you put forward. And I think it's not as difficult as people want to make it out to be. And they're thriving.
And he wanted world peace.
So I'm hearing you wanted, sounds like bringing those people together is like unity.
Getting other people to see the vision we have here at Opportunity Impact is a challenge every day. I think really it comes from the passion. I think really being passionate about what I believe is truly possible. I sometimes joke that, folks say, you're crazy. I think when you have really strong, powerful vision, you do come off a little crazy. But if you believe it, I think it also becomes quite catchy and people can stand behind it when they know you truly believe that there is a different future ahead of all of us and folks can follow you there.
Again, back to the idea that Emily would walk away from a successful job in the insurance industry to start this, I just find absolutely amazing. And now that I've known her for 3 or 4 years, she just tirelessly works after this. And whenever there's
whenever there's an obstacle in the way. Granted, we'll get together for coffee and we'll talk about the ups and downs of what she does, but she is absolutely committed to this. And I hear stories about how she meets people elsewhere in the community who think that she's just going to be here for a short period of time. And every time we get together, she says that she's in this for the long run. And I think it just makes her more and more determined when she hears stuff like that.
One of the gifts of doing, work with children is that they give back to you tenfold. And so one of the great things that has happened since getting started and filling our space with children is as they develop visions for themselves, it inspires us to create bigger visions for the organization and for ourselves. And I think, the younger generation, they always have more skills than you had. And in terms of goal setting and being idealistic, this generation of kids growing up right now are pretty phenomenal at it. They take to it quickly, and it's pretty inspiring for us.
It'll be your turn right now.